almost ready, folks.
On your system, if they're more than ready.
Wait, what are we almost ready for?
Oh, we're gonna have a powwow.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Can I get a dance?
Sure. Oh.
Hang on a second.
Okay. Okay, all right, you win. Of course.
There was no alternative.
You want to get it yourself?
Self-serve, please.
I remember Octavia with the sticker.
And the dog.
Yes, she was always so smart. Still.
And then when we're done, do you guys see how, I was going to say, do you see how tall the river is? Do you see how full the river is? It's going to be worse tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be more tomorrow.
And I decided I didn't want to look at that denial thing.
Yeah, great denial. You know, I think it's supposed to stop raining. But that's not likely to happen. Hi, Purple. Hi, Deb. Hi, Pissy Cat. Jem. And J Mew. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jabber. Hi, Snoopy. Hi to all of our wonderful mods. You know, I've read that, Kathy, and I think it's going to be just fine. And even if it isn't, it'll be just fine. Even if it rains, it will be just fine. Last year when we went to Shippey on the last day, oh my gosh, a huge, big storm rolled in, but we just, you know, kind of change our plans to how we want them. Hi, everybody, and thank you all. Wow. Tina and Leggy and Dutchie and April and Linda and Hannah and Jabber and DeWitty and all those that I missed up above. I had one of my wonderful, wonderful mods. I said today to her, do you suppose I ought to come and talk at the cam today and kind of explain things? And she said, no, you just need to go, get your things done you need to do for your vacay, something like that, she said, and go enjoy your mini vacation.
Yeah, who told you that?
One of the mods.
They are very smart.
They are. She is very, very smart.
They have their moments.
Especially that one there behind me. But I cannot leave on a no matter how small a vacation this is without chatting with you all a little bit. And one thing that I want to say is that I need you all to know that I know in my heart and in my brain, 98 to 99% of you all are the bestest people in the world. That other 1 or 2% that likes to cause problems and be negative and critical, those aren't going to bug me. I get plowed all the time with many different ways and many different people, and I have big shoulders, but I am also very soft-hearted too, and I though have learned over the years how to let those things roll off, because I've got a rescue center to run, and I am always a positive person, as you all, many of you, most of you know. And you know what I feel? I think that if you want to be critical or negative or disagree with me, and in a way after I've already explained things, that there's really 3 options. One is you can just, you know, not chat. 2, you can go ahead and continue to be negative, critical, or whatever after we've already, you know, kind of explained things. And if you want to do that, you go ahead, because our mods will ban you. Or your little finger here, your big finger here, you can turn your off button and just turn it off. Turn FFRC off. You don't have to be here with us. We only want positive people here. And to me, it's kind of a privilege I had another dear friend say to me, I hope they realize it is a privilege to be here because I literally spend my life here with the rescue center. And you all know we're connected to my house, so I'm here almost all the time. And it is a privilege. And the calls that I make are my calls and my vet's calls. They're not based on what you all see, because what you see is only a smidgen of what is really going on around here. I've already explained my views about Mowgli, and I am not going to cry right now because I'm not going to. And I love that girl with my whole heart, and I made a commitment to her, and I kept my commitment to her. And there's nothing that I feel could have changed anything. Her cancer had desperately progressed, and it would not have been fair to her to continue on. So, my choice, and you know, we all have choices to make. You can choose to be a crab, you can choose to be negative, you can choose to be argumentative. Those are the things that our mods are going to say, you choose those are your freedom choices to make, but don't be here. For those other 98, 99%, y'all are awesome. I appreciate you. And you know what? You know what is also cool? That other 98, 99%, we can still have differences of opinions, and you all know we do. We're all people. We all think different. We all feel different. And that's all fine. But be respectful. And that's what it's all about, is being respectful. And knowing that everything that I do here is based on good heart, good loving, education, experience, and above all, my vets. So, I am making my choice that I am going to be okay with what's happened to Mowgli. I'm going to be okay with what's happened to even Putter. That still is hard. And it's okay with what happened to the Patty boys and to our dear Farah. All these sad things that have happened, I do recognize that, and I deal with that myself. But I know when things happen like that, that we have done everything possible to make those kitties' lives happy, and that's what we want. That's what we want. And Mowgli did not have a good life before she came here, and I am thrilled to say that we gave her that good life. Sure, I would love to have been able to continue, but that would have been cruel. It would have been, I feel, bordering on neglect if we had left her continue. So you just got to know what we decide is based on a lot of things. And I miss all those kitties, and I miss all those cats, and some days it's darn hard to come out here and put a smile on and keep on going. But that's what we do. We have a rescue center to run. We've got the bestest volunteers in the world. We've got the bestest viewers, whether you're a chatter or a lurker, 98 to 99%. And we have the bestest mods, and we have the bestest admins. And we welcome you all. Just let's be nice and courteous to one another and respectful. And as I said, we all have different opinions about things, and that's okay, and we can express those, but it's how it's expressed. And then when the answers are met, then even if you don't agree, it's time to stop. So just know that if you're one of those 1 or 2% and you continue to be negative about my Mowgli, my mods are going to zap you, and they will. And I've asked them to do that. There you go. There's one already going. So this is kind of like my motto, what we do here, and I love this. I have several of these signs everywhere here. Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. And that is from Mother Teresa. And this is the other one that I love that we have here. This is the rescue center is a place of joy. Please only bring peace, friendship, and a good heart here into our rescue center. And that's whether it's people coming in the door because they see this, or that's you coming into our lives here through the cam. Doesn't matter if we can see you or not, we know you're there. Yes, there's a lot of wonderful things about this cam, and there's some drawbacks, and trust me, it's sometimes very, very difficult. So let's be supportive and loving and helpful to one another and to each other out there. You all, many of you are folks that this is your place where you have your friends and you share things. We want that. We want you to be happy here. And then this is one of my other favorite things. Our FFRC volunteers are the best. I like that. And one that I have in my house, I should have brought that with me, is what good have you done today? Every time I turn the corner in my kitchen is right there in my face. What good have you done today? This is a sign that I made years ago, and I love it. It's getting a little rickety rackety. And this is very true. I put a lot of work into this, thinking about it. Our FFRC is here in the middle, and we're surrounded by volunteers and family, and you, our vets, our admins, lurkers, neighbors, mods, chatters, tweeters, prayer givers, emotion builders, staff, Facebook friends, and our LPGs. You can tell this is dated. And those things here, when we work all together as a good team, this is what it happens. We laugh, and we laugh a lot here. We are happy, we're dependable, we're upbeat, we're loyal, we're peaceful, we're reliable, we're honest. Man, I'm honest to a fault sometimes. We are trustworthy, we're conscientious, we're peaceful, we love our friendships. So this is one thing that I love, and I bring it out every once in a while. I'm going to put this up here so it stays safe. And then I wanted to show you a couple things. And this goes back a ways, folks. Kiki, Kiara. Thank you, honey. This goes back a few years. Some of you will remember it. It's a Celestial Registry proclamation to Jackie Moss and to all that love FFRC. Do you guys remember when we became a star? Thank you, Fly Mom. Thank you, everybody. Remember when we became a star? Your registration has been completed and entered into our records. Now you'll shine even brighter with your recent registration within the Celestial Registry. The enclosed star chart includes the approximate coordinates which will assist you in locating your star. We hope you will cherish your membership amongst the stars, and remember, flowers will fade, chocolates will soon be eaten, but this is the gift that shines year after year. And this is, it says, proclamation, be it known to all who read this proclamation that the star located in the constellation Boots, is it, at the approximate coordinates 113H, 41M, 22.5 degrees, has been duly certified, registered, and redesignated as FFRC Nation. In celebration of Jackie and volunteers, your love and caring will shine throughout the universe. FFRC Nation forever. Further witnessed on this date by the seal and officials of the Celestial Registry chartered in the United States of America. I have a copy of this hanging on the ceiling in our Kitty Cabana room. Do you guys Some of you remember this? Do you remember that? Who's that? Somebody in the donut. So this is something I treasure. Yeah. And then I have another thing here too to share with you. This was done by Sandra E. Oh. And I'm so happy to have you guys be a part of us. I really am. I think we've become, it's amazing. I know many of you by your real names, by your chat names. I know a lot of your kitty names. I know the towns and states you live in. I can remember a lot of those things. I can remember the kitties that you have adopted. It's wonderful. This says, please accept this gift as a token of my appreciation for all you do. I have watched the cam. This is back in 2012. I have watched the cam for about 6 months now, and I wanted to do something for you to show how much we, the webcammers, care about you. We watch you every day, give of yourself with no thought of how tired you are or how sick you are. It is from everyone who watches, chats, volunteers, or moderates. It is not much, but it is something that I hope shows you how we all feel about what you do every day. You had a dream, and that dream became a reality for you, and you chose to share it with us. And for that, we will be eternally grateful. With all our thanks, we love you, from everyone. And this is the front of that book. It's Friends of Felines Rescue Center, and that is my putter boy. Wow. Sonia, when you first started, did you meet Putter?
Yes, I did. I got to get a putter hug.
You did. He gave the bestest hugs. This is our tree of giving. And this is, of course, not how it is now because we have a whole lot more leaves on it. This is out front, or on the side of the, I guess that's like our front of the rescue center. And a good friend of mine, Brenda, and her son made this out of sterling silver, and they buffed and they buffed and they buffed this till the leaves were just fine and all the tree marks are on there. And we've got pictures. Oh, dear, dear Magenta. Many of you remember Magenta. Where's Connie? We should make sure Connie sees this. This is Octavia. This is a kitty I had for a long time, quite a long time. And Connie always loved that little stinker pot. She's the one who was a thievery of all thieveries.
In school.
Yeah.
Maybe school of thievery, I believe.
And she had a shopping cart that she would go up to Chiefs with, and I still have her shopping cart.
And her diner.
And her diner. And there's our sweetie pie, Ada Jane. And oh my goodness, look who else is here. Our beautiful Zelda girl. Ada Jane was an awesome, awesome cat. I always loved her.
Laundry.
Little Dot. Yep. Love the laundry. Always on the
Spin cycle.
washer. Yeah, the spin cycle. That's when we had lightweight washers and dryers, and they would jiggle and shake, and Ada Jane would jiggle and shake right along with them. And, oops, hang on. There we go. And there's our cutie. This is back in 2012. And then, of course, our Asha. Look how many we still have of these babies. Asha. And she still has that mark there. And she still has a little eye drainage on that eye. Oh, cutie. You're just the cutest. And here's my boys. Patty Cake and Patty Purr. Still hurts to not have them. I still miss them. We all do, don't we?
It's weird.
That was weird. They passed so close together. Same thing. And then our Bella. Our Bella was an amazing cat.
Kind of a big deal.
She was a big deal. That's what her tag on her collar said. I'm kind of a big deal. And She was here with us a long, long time. And there, of course, is our beautiful Farah. Beautiful, beautiful girl. Still is hard to miss these wonderful kitties. And look at that. Kiki Kiera, who is still with us, of course. And Badu. Oh, Badu. Gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful cat.
I wanted to meet her and figure out if I would be one of her friends or if I'd be one of her But she was gone before I got here.
Most people were of her uh-uhs.
I knew that.
Gosh, she's so beautiful. Oh, and this is my girl. Yeah, I had her in the house. Oh, dark cat. Are you on? There's Twinkle. It's a little, it's a good picture of her, Twinkle. And this was her monkey.
Like your eggs and your cheese, wasn't it?
Yes. Oh my gosh, good. Good, Tanya. This is part of he's in our garden now. I went out looking at we have 2 gardens. And they're really, really looking good from the spring. And that was it. So, beautiful, beautiful, look. Dark cat, yes. And then, oh yes, I would have forgot that. This is a book that Canton made years and years and years ago. I don't know when, how long ago. She made, I don't know how many copies of these, and we sold them. Friends of Felines Rescue Center presents Sheriff Putter Saves the Day. And look, this is when we had our yellow cabinets. This was the best huggingest cat you would ever know. He has a song made from him, from our Mike musician guy.
Because of Putter.
Because of Putter. Yep. The 2 little kittens were told to stay in the room. This is a little story that Canton made. And if you can bear with me, it's not real long, but I would love to read it to you. The 2 little kittens were told to stay in the room they were put in. It was safer in there until they were a little older. They were just 7 weeks old and so very tiny. But sometimes kittens don't always listen when told something. Gee, I know that too. And both Snappy and Static, ornery, just wanted to know what was on the other side of the door. They knew they had to come up with a plan. Each had one, but which one should they use? They decided it was a good idea to play patty cakes first to help them decide. And so they played, and then they played some more. Patty cake, patty cake. When they finished playing, they first had to sneak past Mama Cat, so they quietly walked by her while she was sleeping. Then they each waited by the door, all tucked into the corner, so they wouldn't be seen when it opened. Now these 2 cats, these 2 babies, really were here. The wait was so long. There's our Bella. The wait was so long, they both fell asleep and didn't even notice when the door was first opened. But they both woke up when the door was opened again as someone was leaving that room. They both whispered to each other, "Let's go," and out they went. They were so small and so quick, no one saw them as they ran under the feet of the person leaving the room. They both ran into the main center and immediately noticed the cats there were much bigger than them. Both looked at each other, shaking with fear. They first met Bella, who looked at them and said, "What are you 2 doing out of your room?" They didn't know what to say to Bella, so they just ran away. Bella called to them, "Be careful, little ones, don't get into any trouble." Trouble, they thought. How could they get into trouble? 'Cause they were kittens.
Snappy will figure it out.
Snappy will. So they ran into the back room and found an open cabinet. They climbed in to see what was inside. Derecho, he was so little there, poked his head in to see what they were doing. Should you two be in here? Derecho asked them. Sure, they both answered, even though they knew they really shouldn't be. Then they met another kitten. He was a little bigger than they were, but he was still very little. They ran and played with their new friend, Dulce. Oh, that was the one my granddaughter adopted. They all decided to climb up to the window and look at the outside. It was raining outside. They sat and watched the rain fall. Then Dulce said he was getting tired, so he had to go and take a nap. He asked Snappy and Static if they wanted to take a nap too, but they said they had too many things to do. So Dulce went to a nice soft blanket and took a nap. My granddaughter Kellen adopted him. Loved that cat. Dulce dreamed about playing with toys and having fun, like playing the violin. Snappy, and there's our cakes. Snappy and Static then went into the main room. There they met Patty Cakes. He was playing with his toys, but when he saw the kittens, said, "You two shouldn't be out here. You were told to stay in your room. Don't you be bad now." This is how, one of the ways I always remember Patty Cake. Always with that coil, and he would, They both got scared, and when they saw an open door, they ran right up to the stairs and through the door. They had never seen this place before. They looked around in amazement. They were in the house. There were cats in there they had never seen before. Oh. The cats in the house were all much bigger than both Snappy and Static, and the two little kittens got very scared. They ran to the door to try and get back to their mommy, but the door was now closed. They were now trapped. They didn't know where to go. They both ran under the sofa to hide. They were scared and hungry. They had missed lunch. Static was the first to start to cry, and then Snappy cried too. They realized they were lost and didn't know how to get back to their mama. Then they saw two big blue eyes staring at them. They looked out from underneath the sofa, asked Putter, and heard him say, "You two aren't supposed to be in here." Neither of them knew what to say. They were both very scared. Then Snappy said, "We got lost. We just want to go back to our mama. Can you help us, please?" The big gray and white cat looked at them both and said, "Follow me." He walked very slowly. They could tell he was very old. He walked towards the door. Snappy and Static followed him. Static said, "See, the door is closed. We'll never get back." "Leave that to me," said the big fluffy cat. And then he let out a big meow. Suddenly the door opened. Then heard a voice say, "Sheriff Putter, do you want to come into the main center? Remember he used to go in and out of my house?" Sheriff Putter walked through the door and climbed down the stairs. He called to the kittens, "This way." Snappy and Static followed him, but they both stopped at the top step. "We're scared," said Snappy as he looked at all the cats who were shaking their heads at them, telling them, "You two were very bad." Oh. Sheriff Putter stood in the middle of the floor and said, "Quiet, let them pass." And all the cats obeyed the sheriff. Snappy and Static both walked slowly through the main door of the center. Sheriff Putter said, "Now you two go back to your room and tell your mama what you've done. And next time she tells you to stay in your room, you listen to her." They both ran into the room, and the mama cat ran to them and kissed them both. "I was so worried. Where have you been?" she asked. "We got lost," they both said, "but we met a new friend called Sheriff Putter, and he helped us to find our way home. And we promise we won't get lost again because we'll stay right where you tell us to." They both were very sleepy and climbed into bed with their brothers and went to sleep. They had a very busy day. Snappy's brother Sprint, remember him? And Whisk, both whispered to him, "Did you really meet Putter?" "Yup," Snappy said. "He's a pretty nice cat." Then they all went to sleep. That's them. he was just an awesome cat. That one, yeah, that was, I'll never have another putter like Putter. Yeah. So that's my last book to read. Maybe a week after we can do another book. We have 40-some volunteers here, and we started in 1999. This is our 20th year. All right, well, if you guys are all set, I'm all set. I can now go in peace and joy and calmness on my trip. We've got everything all set, and although we're not packed, I got meds to give. I'm going to do breakfast in the morning. Got to sweep out the dryer yet. It was doing some weirdo things. And if you guys see Canton, tell her thank you for that putter book too, okay? We do have a lot of stories, don't we, Goosey? All right. You all take good care, and everything's all taken care of. We have many, many, many people coming. My sister Judy is kind enough. She is going to come Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in the morning to take care of all the kitties. Sonia and MK will be working hard on Catathon. Mary Braid, she works Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so she'll be here all day. Lynette will be here. Donna will be in several times. She's kind of taking over the care of the kitties in the back and making sure the ones up here are well fed.
We'll call that stuff 'em duty.
And what?
We'll call that stuff 'em duty.
Stuff 'em yes, yeah. Donna has the stuff 'em, stuff those kitties duty. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Jim. Yeah, it's a mini vacation, but I'm ready. Yep, as long as I know things are good here, things are good there with you folks, I'm good. You know what, LJ? I think it's hopeless. Who's going to mind Sonia and MK?
You come and try, LJ. I dare you. Double dare you. There's so much green out there right now, and you're not here.
I'm trying to think of what cat could keep you two in line.
Derecho?
No, he'd probably join you after a while.
Yeah, you give him some snackers and some fowl. He'd be like all over whatever you want.
I think Zara in the house could keep up with you two. Coralie, yeah. Whap, whap, whap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll miss the kitties. I will miss the kitties very, very much. Yeah. Yep, I'm ready for Shipshawana. I always bring back a few fun things for the garden. Well, you know, most of my garden is rock gardens, but this year I have that cauldron in the front underneath the FFRC sign, and I got to plant those flowers yet tonight, and I got to get them in the ground or they won't get in till Thursday. And I have my mom's hummingbird and butterfly garden now, so I'm real happy about that. Manville.
Oh.
Manville could keep you two in line.
He doesn't know any of us well enough yet.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be biased.
Yeah, he could just swat you.
I've got a little bit of time before MK gets here. Maybe I can work on him.
All right, y'all. You take care, okay? Yeah, I love that boy.
Can I steal you for 2 seconds?
You betcha.